name's Alan Carney, 325 East Senior Drive. I oppose adoption of Ordinance 625 zoning code update. I previously submitted my public hearing comments for Ordinance 625 zoning code, and I hope most of you got them. There was a real problem with your mailing server, the hiccups, so hopefully you got them. And I hope you read them very well. I have some real concerns about this code and what was said tonight as well. And so I really urge you to read the document. And like I say, I listed just a few of the major concerns I had there in chapter 1122 of districts that are going to affect, that will adversely affect the established districts the most, like remove minimum dwelling size requirements that weren't there before, remove all architectural design requirements that didn't exist before, and remove all exterior materials requirements and some of these subjective approvals that were in there. Again, a lot of it affects existing districts, which I don't approve of. The proposed zoning code document is the most restrictive and governmental outreach document to date that I've read from this city, and it's going to affect the Fairborn citizens in an adverse way, especially in the established older districts. I live in an 80-year-old district, and some of these changes are just absurd. So it's the most disturbing that I thought was the removal of the Conservation Development District, which is not the same as this parkland district they're talking about, because it served as a green space buffer for both agricultural and low-density development that protected the rural township areas from the encroaching planned sprawl development and its cancerous annexation that goes on. It provided another barrier there so that review and planning had to make changes before you just go arbitrarily having these sprawl annexations occur. But obviously, Fairborn Planning Department has better visions to promote more rapid development opportunities so Fairborn can look like the other towns of Beaver Creek and Huber Heights with their sprawl everywhere. The Fairborn Planning and Zoning Department wants a detailed, comprehensive zoning code that defines every restriction and every requirement possible. This makes it easier to accept or deny any application by quoting a specific code regulation to the letter and to the book. No one in the planning department really wants to be in a situation to take responsibility, use some common sense for case-by-case situations, and grant some type of a reasonable variance to a regulation to encourage some creative design. The Fairborn City Council is supposed to represent the citizens and hold Fairborn administration accountable to serve the citizens, not their own agenda. And I hope that each council member has thoroughly read this zoning code update and also carefully thought out the impact of the red line changes that were in this document that are going to affect the citizens and the established districts. And if you haven't read this document in detail and all the red line documents, or have any doubt or concern about any single requirement, then I urge you to vote no for the sake of the Fairborn citizens. Because otherwise, a yes vote is going to make this banning bad zoning code document law in its entirety, and any of the issues that you have will never get fixed. We've seen that in the past. It'll just go on for another 5 years. So again, I oppose adopting Ordinance 625 and urge City Council to all vote no until acceptable changes can be made, the requirements reviewed, and reviewed by the citizens, not a hand-picked, specialized committee that to this date has not been revealed in any of the public minutes for the meetings.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you.